Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, children, in our previous session, we had started lesson 7 forms of matter, solids, liquids, and gases. And in that, we had solved I Connect exercise. We had also discussed man made and natural things. Along with that, we had also learned the term matter. Okay, so today we are going to learn about states of matter, solids, liquids, and gases. Along with that, we are also going to learn the difference between solid, liquids, and gases. And we will also solve checkpoint exercise, one exercise which is there in your course book. Okay, children, are you all ready? So let's begin. Solids. When we talk about solids, solids are hard and cannot be easily compressed. Suppose this is a box. Yes, it is very hard and you will not be able to compress this. Why? Because they have definite shape and volume. So if this book is over here, if I am going to keep this book inside my bag and if I will keep it on my desk, right? Then also it is going to stay the same. The shape is not going to get changed. They do not change their shape even if they are moved from one place to another place. And most of the solids do not flow. We can easily hold them. So over here, you can see children, these we all know that states of matter, right? Any matter which is there that is made up of small, small particles and they are called as molecules. So in solids, as you can see over here, the molecules are close to each other and there is no space in between. They are compactly arranged. That's why solids have definite shape, right? Now what you are going to do, you have 30 seconds time and you in this within this time you are going to find out examples or you are going to write down examples of solids. So what are the examples of solids? Bed, chair, table, sofa, television, refrigerator, air conditioner, right? Door, windows, these are examples of solids. Now we will discuss about liquids. So liquids do not have definite shape. Why it is said that they are not going to have definite shape? The reason behind is, you can see over here. Suppose this is my small bottle and this is my big bottle, right? 1 liter bottle. If I am going to pour the water which is there in this bottle into this small one, what you will be able to see that this water is going to take the shape of this bottle. It will, so liquids take the shape of the container in which it is poured, right? So that's why they do not have a definite shape, but they have a definite volume. If I will fill more water in this bottle, if but the capacity of this bottle is 250 ml, so the water is going to overflow. So that's why it is said that they have definite volume, and liquids are fluids which can easily flow. There are different examples: water, fruit juice, then other cold drinks, aerated drinks, oil. So these are liquids which can easily flow. As you can see over here, the molecules of liquids are little bit scattered, right? They are loosely packed. So that's why over here they have a definite volume, but liquids do not have a definite shape because they are fluids after all and they can easily flow. Now, again, you have 30 seconds time and you are going to write down as many liquids as you can think of. And your time starts now. So, children, which liquids are there? Scent bottle, right? Then Pepsi, Mirinda, whatever aerated drinks you drink, water bottle, water which is there in the bottle, right? Then we have shampoo, oil. These are the examples of liquids. Now, when we discuss about gases, so gases do not have a definite shape or volume. They can flow easily in all directions and can be easily compressed. We can feel it some in some container, we can compress the gases, right? But it is not possible, while it is not possible with other states of matter. So they don't have shape, they do not have definite volume, because their molecules are totally, or they are very very scattered, as you can see over here. So that's why they can easily flow in all the directions. While they occupy, yes, they definitely occupy the entire container in which they are kept, but mostly gases are invisible, which we will not be able to see. Right now we are sitting in a room, right? So air is there, right? So air is a mixture of gases, so all different types of gases are there, but it is invisible, we are not able to see that. Secondly, air around us is a mixture of gases that I had already explained. Suppose when we fill air, suppose you are going to fill air inside a balloon, it is also going to occupy the space, and the balloon is going to inflate, right? Because you are filling air inside it, and it is so it is in gaseous state. Water changes, yes, suppose water is there, if you are going to keep it on stove, and if you are going to heat that water, it is going to convert it into water vapor, which is also a gas. As you can see another picture over here, agarbatti, right? Scented sticks which we mostly use. So when we are going to lit matchstick, when we are going to lit that stick, smoke you will be able to see. So these are examples of gases. Now children, you have 30 seconds time, and you are going to write down as many gases as you can think of, and your time starts now. So children, what are the examples of gases? So we have hydrogen, oxygen, right? Air around us, inside the balloon, whatever you will find, that is gas. Then yes, spray bottles are there. Inside that, this the liquid is there, that is in liquid state. But when you are going to spray, so it will be in gaseous state, right? Deos, sprays, these are the examples. Smoke of gases. Now, children, we are going to solve checkpoint exercise 1, which is given in your course book and which is given on page number 73. You have to circle the odd one out. A1, sun, moon, pen, and star. So, which is the odd one? Odd one option over here, pen. Why? Because sun, moon, and star, they are considered as they are considered as natural things, while pen is a man-made thing. Second, B1, petrol, milk, water, and glass. So, which option is that? So, that is glass. Petrol, milk, and water, these are in liquid form, while glass is in solid form, right? C1, oil, pen, telephone, ball. So, pen, telephone, ball, these things are hard, but while oil is in liquid state. D1, steam, water, oil, and petrol. So, water, oil, petrol, these three things are in liquid form, while steam means vapor, which is a gaseous form, right? So, I hope this exercise is clear to you all. Now, children, at the end, we will just discuss the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. There is a difference. Solids have definite shape and size. Liquids do not have a definite shape and size, while gases do not have a definite shape and size. They have definite volume. Liquids, they have definite volume, while gases do not have definite volume. Solids, they do not flow, while liquids, they can easily flow. And gases can easily flow in all directions. Solids are generally hard, liquids are soft to touch, and gases cannot be touched. Okay, so children, I hope whatever we have done today, that is clear to you all. Okay, we have solved checkpoint exercise, we have discussed about states of matter, solids, liquids, and gases. So I hope everything is clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye children, bye.